Good morning, all of you. A warm welcome to all of you from IIMT College of Management. Today we can learn budget. I am Siba Saraswati from BCom department. So, in the second year BCom, we have this topic budget. When we are studying public finance, budget means you have to think that it is the budget of the government. So, what is budget? Budget is an estimate of income and expenditure for a set period of time. Government's income and expenditure for a short period of time, for example, usually it is prepared for 1 year, and government expenditure and income for a certain period of time is expressed in certain format as budget. Why we are preparing the budget? Because when you are writing exams in your class, after the exam, you will be able to identify whether there is a progress in your studies or not. Am I right? Same is the case with budget. When the government is preparing this, it is a plan actually. Plan for the coming year. How much expenses government is going to meet and how much income in the coming year government is planning to collect. Only then, after this year, then another years are coming. For those years, for proper planning of the government budget is very important. And why we are preparing budget in government? Because government is dealing with huge amount of money. And these money are the people's money. Money of the citizens. That is why budget we are preparing. That is a plan expressed in money terms, covering the expenses and income of a specified period of time, usually 1 year. So, in the central government, budget will be prepared and all state governments' budget will be prepared. Budget will be prepared by the state governments and by the central governments. So, budget is an estimate. We don't know the correct amount that is going to happen. So, estimate of future receipts and expenditure of government. Both the central government and the state government will prepare the budget. There are mainly two types of budgets, that is capital budget and revenue budget. Capital budgets are directed towards proposed expenditure for new projects. When new projects are coming, or those projects which require special finance, that means a large amount of money, whose benefit will come later on. So, all capital expenditure and capital related borrowings are mentioned in the capital budget. And all the expenses which require heavy expenditure are mentioned in the capital budget. And revenue budget deals with the receipt and expenditure of a particular year. The tax that will come in this year will be recorded as revenue receipt in the revenue budget. So, small expenses or expenses of routine nature or of a regular nature and incomes which are coming as small units and of a regular nature are included in the revenue budget. And for big projects, we need capital budget. Why the government is preparing budget? It requires a huge effort. So, what are the benefits? For the efficient working of the government, budget will be prepared. For the efficient working of the government, when you are planning, for example, income is coming to your house, and if that income is properly planned, if you are writing and keeping as the budget is prepared by the government that will help you to improve the efficient functioning of the finance in your house. So, efficient functioning of the finance of the government is possible only with the help of preparation of the budget. Then another important advantage is communicating the plans to the people, because it is the money of the citizens of the country that is being disclosed in the budget, either in the form of revenue or in the form of expenses. So, plan should be communicated to the public as well as all authorities who are working in the government sector. So that is another advantage of this preparation of the budget. Then motivating all officers in the government sector to work to attain the goals of the government sector. When the budget is prepared means every activity will be recorded and its expected expenditure will be recorded. That will help the officials to get an understanding that in the coming year they have to work accordingly. So, motivating the officers to attain the goals of each and every department that can be attained only with the help of preparation of the budget. Then, controlling of the process that is going on. All operations of the government are going on a regular basis. It needs control. Every activity needs control. And for controlling the activities, when it is recorded how much expenses will come for that project, definitely government can control the activities, or authorities who are concerned in that department can control if it is recorded and kept. Okay, for each and every department of one ministry, for example, health ministry, each and every department under the health ministry will be given such and such amount, means they are responsible as well as they can be controlled, as well as they will be properly informed and they will try to attain the goals in a proper way. Another thing in the budget or advantage of the budget is it will help to develop team spirit. Budget preparation means of each and every ministry, government is preparing the budget. So, team spirit will be possible. Each and every worker of the department will prepare the budget or help in the preparation of the budget. What are the activities that is going on will be known to each and every worker of each and every department, and they will also come and help the head of the department to prepare the budget of that particular department or particular ministry. Then when you are recording everything, especially money factor, it will help you to reduce the wastage. Then another important advantage is educating the concerned officials. If one ministry is there and another ministry is there, A, B ministries, one is the health ministry, one is the environmental related ministry, and another is the education ministry. Then every person in all these ministries, or every workers or every government servants will be able to identify what are the activities that are going on in different departments. So it is a form of educating all the officials of that department or of that ministry, as well as educating the officials of other departments also. Then administrative efficiency can be measured. When you are giving record of the activities in monetary terms, that is the budget, so efficient administration can be done. Then advantages of the budget also includes answerability of the government funds. People's money of the citizens of the country is coming. So answerability of the government for utilizing the fund. Even 1 rupee that is going from the government, is answerable by each and every officer who is working in that department. In all the government sectors, it is an answerable thing. So accountability or answerability can be effectively implemented only if there is proper utilization of the public funds. Then, a well-planned budget will help in the public welfare. Society's welfare is the main aim of a budget, and social welfare is possible when there is a well-planned budget. Health sectors are doing a lot of activities by proper planning, and they will prepare their own budget and they will do their activities. Education sector will also prepare a lot of estimates about their plans, and they will prepare the budget and they will implement it. So well-planned budget will help in the implementation of the budget in a proper way, and that only will help in the welfare of the society. Then another advantage of the budget is control of receipts of public funds. If there is no record relating to the money that is to be received, even from the foreign countries, if the money is received, then that will sometimes affect the security system of our country if the terms and conditions are not in an agreeable way, or that is not up to the mark. So controlling the receipt is also a part of the preparation of the budget. So that can be possible only if you are preparing the budget. Then proper utilization of the budget. Proper utilization of the public funds is possible when we are preparing the budget. Now coming to the features of the budget. A budget will help to disclose. Budget means government budget, which is prepared by the government officers, will disclose the entire financial position of the country. What is the finance structure of a country is expressed clearly in the budget. So there should be a proper balance between the revenue and expenditure in the budget of a country. Similarly, in the budget we are writing the estimates, but if there is an emergency, it should be flexible also. Another feature of the budget, it should be flexible. It should not be rigid. Now we understood in the previous year, we have not expected this type of COVID-19 pandemic. So, but the government have spent so much money for protecting the life of the citizens of our country because the budget is flexible. And all reliable information or all important information must be properly disclosed in the budget. And budget, when you are preparing, it should be a reliable one. When the people who are reading the budget should be able to understand that, they have prepared in a well-mannered way, so it is a reliable one. We can depend on it. Like that, so many procedures are there for the budget preparation. By understanding the procedures itself, we can analyze that the information will be stated in a reliable way. Then in the budget, proper approval of the budgeted estimates relating to the expenditure is needed for the proper implementation or for the execution of that project. And usually another feature of the budget is prepared for a definite period of time. Usually for 1 year it is prepared, and budget of the government is prepared by responsible officers who are in charge of that. So when we are discussing the features of the budget, government budget, it will present entire financial position. Budget will be a balanced one. Budget will be a flexible one, and government budget will be a reliable one. which will provide all reliable information that is needed, and with proper approval, budget will be implemented and budget will be prepared for a definite period of time. Let us go through the preparation of the budget or procedure of the budget. First is the preparation of the budget, then presentation and enactment of the budget, then comes the execution of the budget. In the procedure of the budget, first item is preparation of the budget. Budget should be prepared. Budget should be prepared means, budget is, what is budget? We have studied that budget is the annual financial statement of the government. Usually, estimates of the coming year will be disclosed, and it will also contains the estimates or what had the correct amount that has or correct expenditure that was met by each and every ministry in the previous year will also be disclosed. And while preparing the budget, Finance Ministry will ask all other ministries to express their demand for various activities by giving their budget. So, Finance Ministry, while preparing the budget, will take the help of all other ministries, because activities of a government is going on with the support of various ministries. But Finance Ministry is in charge of the preparation of the budget making. They will, as they are in charge for preparing the budget, they will ask various ministries or head of various departments to collect the estimate of the next year. On the basis of the demands received from various ministries, the Finance Ministry will prepare from this budget from various ministries. They will prepare the consolidated budget or main budget of the country, which is budget of India. Then, in the preparation of the budget, next procedure or in the procedure of the budget, first is the preparation of the budget and second is the presentation and enactment of the budget. Who will present it? Prepared budget, which is prepared by the Finance Ministry, will be presented before the Parliament. And who will read this? You must have read in the newspaper. Usually, the Finance Minister will read the budget in the Lok Sabha, and budget will be presented in the Parliament on the first day of February. And Finance Minister, after reading the budget in the Lok Sabha, it will be placed in the Rajya Sabha after half an hour. That is, after half an hour, the budget will be kept on the table of the Rajya Sabha. Then this budget is put to discussion. In the presentation and enactment of the budget, first is the presentation procedure. Then for enactment of the budget, we have to conduct general discussion. So for that discussion, Business Advisory Committee of both houses will decide the date and duration of discussion, because Finance Minister had expressed the view as presented by the Finance Ministry. Various ministers who are sitting here in the Lok Sabha and who are there in the Rajya Sabha wants to get an idea, as well as the citizens of the country wants to get an idea if there is a possibility for making certain change in that budget. For that, general discussion is made, and the date will be decided by the Business Advisory Committee of both houses. And on that day, every member who is sitting there can put their views, and there is possibility for making amendment. So presentation, then discussion. First is the presentation by the finance minister, then this will be put to discussion. And then voting is a procedure. While preparing the budget, there are mainly two items, votable items and non-votable items in the budget. There are certain items which will not be discussed in the parliament, or such items are permanent items which cannot be, the amount that is specified for those items cannot be reduced or revised. Example of non-votable items are the salary and allowances of the President of India, and all expenses relating to the office of the President of India will not be put to vote, so it is a non-votable item. Next is the salary and allowances of the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. It is a non-votable item. Then salaries and allowances of the speaker, deputy speaker of the Lok Sabha will not be put to vote. Then any debt charges of the government of India will not be put to vote. It is a loan taken by the government of the India. So if it is put to vote, then the integrity or the reputation of the government will go, because it was earlier put to vote, and after that only that is coming as an item of loan in the budget. Then another item in the non-votable Another example of non-votable item is salaries and pensions of the judges of the Supreme Court. It cannot be discussed. It cannot be put to vote. Another example of non-votable item is salaries, allowances and pension of the Controller and Auditor General of India. Like this, there are some items which is mentioned in the budget. It cannot be discussed in the parliament. It cannot be put to vote in the parliament. That is non-votable items. Then comes the votable items. This is subject to the approval of the parliament. That means these items needs the approval of the parliament. If there is any demand of various ministries, then that will be considered as in the votable item expenses. Usually, votable item expenses are subject to the approval of the parliament, and the demands of various ministries for getting the grants are referred in the votable item. And usually the minister in charge will present the demand of each ministry. When it is approved, 2/3 members will be present at that time in the parliament, and this demand will become a grant when it is put to vote. That is the procedure of votable item expenses, and parliament has the right to accept a demand fully or to reject it. It does not have the right to reduce any amount that is mentioned as a request from various ministries. Next procedure of the budget is passing the appropriate bill. All these will come in the second, that is the presentation and enactment of the budget. Appropriate bill has to be passed by the parliament. Both votable and non-votable items will be passed by the parliament, and it will become the grant of the year. After passing the bill, then in the passing of appropriate bill, the government can withdraw money from the consolidated fund of the central government only after passing the bill. The government can withdraw from the consolidated fund the amounts which is voted in the parliament only. And this money, when it is becoming as a grant, it can be withdrawn. And this money is used to meet both votable and non-votable expenditure. Then passing of the finance bill. Appropriate bill means all other demands of all other ministries relating to the expenditure will be considered there, and finance bill is presented before the parliament, and this bill becomes an act. Finance bill will become an act after it is presented before the parliament. Finance bill gives the authority to the government to collect money. Money can be collected only if that is passed through the finance bill. How to collect money is mentioned clearly in the finance bill, and how much amount can be collected by various departments, it will be mentioned in the finance bill, and that should be approved by the parliament. According to the discretion of each and every officer, you cannot collect the bill. Next is the execution of the budget. So, preparation of the budget, presentation of the budget, and execution of the budget. First, the finance ministry asks the request from various ministries. Then after that, finance ministry prepared the budget for the whole country. Finance minister presented that in the Lok Sabha. Then this bill will be discussed on a future date, so that every minister in charge will express their opinion, or if there is a necessity for change in the amount that is given in the main bill, the ministers in charge can present their request in the parliament. Then it is put to vote. We have studied there are certain votable and non-votable expenses. That is, non-votable expenses will not be discussed and will not be put to vote. Votable expenses will be put to vote, and after that it will be approved. After the suggestions coming from various ministries, it will be put to vote, and then it will become a grant, and after that finance bill will be passed for collecting money. Finance bill is an important thing for the budget procedure. And last thing is the execution of the budget. Government has the responsibility to execute the budget. While executing, there are certain steps like collection of the revenue. Okay, budget is prepared. In the paper it is there. We want, not only in the paper, we want everything to be collected in the proper way. If the revenue is coming in this way, like that, if we have recorded, means its execution only will help the government to collect the revenue in the proper way. Then government also has the responsibility to keep proper custody of consolidated fund. All the funds of the central government that is coming to both the state government and the central government, it is the responsibility of the concerned government to keep proper custody of the funds. Then, in the form of grants, these funds which is approved by the parliament, which is passed as a bill or as an act, it will only be granted or distributed as grants to various departments. So this is the procedure in the preparation of the budget. Why? So preparation of the budget, procedure of the budget. First is the preparation of the budget. Second is the presentation and enactment of the budget. Third is the execution of the budget. Why we are studying these things? Because when you are doing financial activities, you have to manage your finance by writing certain budget when you are leading family life. You write down your expenses, you write down the income that is coming and manage it properly. That will help to manage the finance in a proper manner. I would like to tell you, my dear little learners, in your young ages, when you earn money, you try to keep certain fund as the fund which will be kept by you for your long uh, for your throughout your life. That is only at the end of your life or only after 40 or 50 years of age you will utilize it. In that way you can keep certain funds. And another suggestion is you have to manage the fund for saving every month whatever you are earning. You have to write the budget in such a way, then only you can develop saving habit. That will help you to lead financial matters in an efficient manner. For example, if you are saving 1000 rupees or 2000 rupees in a month in the form of a recurring deposit in a bank, 2012 to 24,000 rupees will come as your savings, or 25,000 rupees if you are putting 1000 rupees extra for 1 year. That will be a saving for you throughout your life. For that year, like that you can save regularly. And that money you can deposit in a fixed deposit, and like that you can save. That is why we are preparing these budgets and all for your help in your real life. Thank you for listening. Bye.